Say,
Hey, welcome to Hangout. What is it? Monday, the 28th of July, 2014, and we are closing down to the end of a wonderful month. July has been fantastic. If my American friends are there, it would be Independence Day. 20 odd days ago? We celebrated it here, but not as excitingly as you Americans can do. And if there's any Canadians in the room, well, we give a big shout out to them as well. So. What can I say? But welcome, welcome, welcome. It's really good here. I'm, of course, a day ahead of you in the beautiful South Pacific. I'll put on my Australian accent and just try to sound a little bit like an Aussie, but I'm not. So anyway, hey, welcome, Elliot. I can see you at the other end. Margaret, you're here. Mary, April, and I know Jeff's hiding somewhere in the background. He's not live at the moment, but I know he's listening. And anyone else that's on there, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are in the right place at the right time with the right people, the right opportunity, ready to take on the world. We are going to bring this message to the 40 countries that we are live in at the moment and the other 40 that will open up over the next 10 years. All you have to do is make sure that you stay here, stay with us, learn and earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Not everybody that is earning $3,000 a month with this business is on this call, but everyone earning $3,000 a month or more is on the call. So there we are. That's it in a nutshell. Elliot.
wow, awesome.
Yeah, I liked it. That was a good opening. We should have Gavin on in the beginning more often. That was great.
I need to just let you into a little secret. I should have told you this right at the very beginning. All of last week I was setting my alarm to get up for me it's about 2 a.m. in the morning, so I could get on our morning team call, the Wake Up with Sisel calls. And the first couple of times I tried staying awake, and I'd get through to about 1:30, and then I would crash, boing. So then I tried staying on the couch with the TV on, and it was no good. So then I thought I'd go to bed and I put the alarm on, and that was worse because I'd wake up, turn it off, and then realise that it was 2:30 in the morning. Anyway, this went on for a week. I think I managed one call, and then on my Monday, which is your Sunday when there isn't a call, guess what? I woke up at 10 to 2. Woohoo! But there's nobody there, so I went back to sleep again. Anyway, that's it. Over to you. I'll shut it now. Goodbye.
No, that's awesome. It's great to have you on when you can get on, just because it's I don't know if a lot of people know, it's when we do those calls, it's the middle of the night there. So, but it's nice to hear you when you can get on. Today was a good one. On Mindset Monday, it's funny. Jeff has I think Jeff could do a call 10 hours a day and never run out of stories. But the one this morning was good. Today is a pretty big day, though. I mean, Sisel releases products often, but today's product I just feel is something a little bit different, a little bit better than than the typical product. I mean, a few months ago we came out with Encompass 360. We've had a couple other things since then, but the I don't want to get the name wrong. Could someone help me out? Thermaline 500. Man, oh man. So you take our weight loss coffee, you take the coffee out, you take basically the rest of the ingredients and shove them in a pill, and it's like every weight loss diet known to man packed into a single pill. And so I ordered mine maybe 45 minutes after they put it on the site, and I'm excited to try it and see how it feels. If it's anything like the weight loss coffee, which I'm guessing it would be, it's going to be amazing, because that way you can have you can take that if you don't like the weight loss coffee, drink regular coffee, and take the pills instead. I think it just opens up a totally different market for that weight loss product, and combining it with coffee is amazing. Obviously, there's nothing really out there like that, but I think it's just genius that it's put in pill form. It's also still a cafe product, so if you're not into coffee, you can actually qualify for cafe with the new Thermaline 500. So Um, really, really excited to try that out. So
Yeah, I'm really excited
today,
for it too.
say that again?
Yeah, I'm really excited for it too. I do. I love the weight loss coffee. I'll continue to drink the weight loss coffee. I'm actually adding this to, while I'm like before I eat lunch, and I'm going to have it before I have dinner. So this is added on too. And actually, this month, just in my order, Jeff of course orders too. I mean, we ordered 4 bags of weight loss coffee a month in this household, and now we'll be ordering at least probably 2 or 3 of those bottles too.
Yeah, you guys' heads are gonna explode.
And I love the coffee though. I just, it's so funny because when I first tried the coffee, it had a little like kick to it that I wasn't sure if I really liked. And then I don't know what happened, but it just grew on me, and now it's like I can't live without this stuff.
Well,
I mean, I
I
love it.
I know they were tweaking the formula a little bit, so it's possible that they just got it right over time.
Yeah.
When I had it, I don't. Do you guys still mix it like half and half with
No.
the other stuff?
No.
No. So I'll do that, but yeah, I'm excited to try the pill. I think it's just awesome. And then
Yeah.
April, did you want to touch on the um, we can keep talking about Thermaline because I think it's exciting, but I know Jeff knows all the he was like listing the ingredients in it earlier. I can't keep that stuff in my head as far
Oh,
as.
I have it pulled up right here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I just ordered it because we were out when you guys when they put it on sale. I was actually out. I was at the post office and stuff. And then when I came home, oh look, it's right on the website too. The hottest dietary extracts all in one. It's actually a nice image here. If you go on the siselinternational.com, you'll see it. It's Mediterranean citrus diet, Garcinia cambogia, green coffee beans, chromium picolinate, green tea. It's
Yeah,
basically the weight loss coffee.
yeah, it really is, and I'm gonna be adding or adding this to a cafe slide for the presentation that Jeff's doing tomorrow night. So he'll be able to mention the new product, which is cool.
I'm gonna put it up on our this banner. I'm gonna put it up on our. I'm gonna change the group photo to it.
Cool. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff knows all about the product, what's in it and stuff.
Hey everybody, I just want to test my speaker. Am I coming okay? I didn't want to wear my headset. It's really hot in sunny Florida today.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
Loud and clear.
Awesome.
So Jeff, what do you think? Have you ordered your Thermaline 500 yet?
I haven't ordered my Thermaline 500. I will tonight, and I'll order a lot of it because I was talking to you earlier, Elliot, and I said people are going to love that product, and I'm been going to the gym every day and having like an urge to go twice. And this is kind of really weird, and I'll just tell you, I haven't been sleeping much lately. I've been requiring less sleep. I don't think it's because of this stuff, but I think it's because of everything. Just everything that's going on. Those of you who don't know me, just a few years ago, I mean, Margaret, you know me back when. Gavin, you saw me when you were shoving birthday cake in my mouth on a cruise. But I was 270 pounds. And today I weighed in at 216. So it's really interesting because I'm running / walking. A few hours after that, I'm going to the gym. Today I did my legs like crazy. But I don't believe I'm not going to go into my whole story. But I was so unhealthy that would have really caused harm to me. And when I say harm, I would have been hospitalized because my immune system couldn't keep up with when it brings you down so low. It would have really compromised my health. And now it's just wanting more. And I really believe I'm a lot like Elliot and April and others on here, where I'm taking the Triangle Life. I'm taking Sizzling twice a week. I'm drinking the coffee. I'm adding this. I'm taking the Encompass 360, and I use a lot of the other products. And I joke around with guys half my age in the gym. Seriously, I outlift them, and it's absolutely mind blowing because they ask me what I'm taking, and I joke around with them. I go, it's what I'm not taking. And I joke around with them about how they're flooding their bodies with poisons. It's pretty funny, and watching their jaws drop and stuff like that. It's interesting, and of course I'm half kidding, but long term, if you're going to keep poisoning yourself with small dosage, It's going to cause problems. Anyways, I'm having some fun with that, saying it's what I'm not taking.
Hey guys.
Is that Mary?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Can I read an email I got from somebody telling a story about the Triangle of Life?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Okay, let me pull it up. It's really cool. This lady is very interested in the products and maybe joining. And
Mary, tomorrow's Testimony Tuesday, product stories. I don't know if you're going to be available. If you are, I would love you to, read this again, because I know it's going to be amazing.
I unfortunately have an appointment, so I won't be on, but I can copy it to you, Jeffrey, if you want to share it.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to share it.
Okay, let me find it. First of all, this lady started out saying she contacted 2 other people for Sisel, and nobody called her back, so there's a lesson right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't
One of
believe
them might be Elliot.
No,
Just
I
kidding.
just don't get it.
I wonder who that is.
Hold
Anyway.
on, I'm trying to find it.
I was sitting there like, well, I hope it wasn't me, but then I'm like, no, it was probably Elliot.
Hey, we get to choose who we work with.
Sorry?
We get to choose who we work with.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather work with Mary anyway besides Elliot.
Yay! Okay, I'm trying to find it. Hold on, bear with me.
Hanging up
And
on
then
us.
April, when Mary's done, can you talk about the new face stuff coming out? Because I think that's pretty close. I know you're excited about it, and you probably remember a little bit more than I do, just because it's targeted towards females. Although I know Jeff's gonna get it too.
I am going to get it. I think it's awesome, and it's good stuff.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go for it.
Okay, so this lady says, my brother, who is age 82, was recently diagnosed with stage 4 kidney failure, and has given the option of dialysis or a kidney transplant. He had a friend, and he shared his diagnosis with his friend, and the friend told him not to do either of these things because she wanted him to try something first. It turns out it was 3 Sisel products: Fucoidan, Spectramax, and Eternity. The friend said, try these for a month before your next appointment. The month forward, the guy went to see the doctor and had blood work. All of his counts were up, and the doctor told him that he does not need dialysis or a transplant. The only thing he did differently was take these 3 Sisel products.
Wow.
It's pretty powerful.
It's just powerful. I mean, Mary, you always bring, excellent stuff, and that's why even before you read it, I was like, yeah, send it. I'm going to read it. But I kept my jaw up, but my eyes lit up a few times like this. I mean, seriously, it's really amazing, and more amazing. That's not the first story I'll say that I've heard like that, and I'm not going to repeat anybody. It's amazing, and it's the ingredients that are in the products. And I will, I said this on a call the other morning, and I was like, again, I'm not going to mention this person's name. They can if they want, but they were running around looking for mangosteen because it's so powerful. They just wanted to grow the fruit, and they're just into juicing and fruit and being healthy, right? And mangosteen is supposed to be awesome. And I was just doing a little of my, own research, and I was like, I was just looking at some videos about Sisel, and they were mentioning how the superfruit wars is over. And I've been here for a while, but I didn't know what they meant by that. I just thought they meant maybe our blueberry juice was better than their blueberry juice. But this is cool. As I listened and I did my own little research, I got out the bottle, I'm reading everything, I'm writing it down. I was like, it's not the superfruit wars are over if you haven't caught this yet, because yeah, some people are saying nani juice is better, blueberry juice is better, mangosteen is better, and there's all these different juices, right? Well, all the ones that they're arguing about are in Spectramax. And when I say all the ones they're arguing about, I mean all of them are in Spectramax. So I told that person, you're already drinking the mangosteen and the blueberry and the nani. The list goes on. And anyways, with Sisel, there's just no I gotchas. I mean, every time I learn a little bit more about this company, I'm just like, really? And it's not nothing new they came out with. I just learned more about what they're already doing, and it blows me away. I mean, there's I just feel great about working with all of you, and I hope on the recording people are listening, because this is an amazing place to be, and it's only getting better. On the way to $14 billion a year. No one's ever done that, but we're going to be the first.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, this is craziness.
Well,
I was having a chat with a mutual friend of ours, Jeff and April, who's in your line the other day, who's been away from the business for a while and has just expressed some interest in reigniting his business. And what I found interesting was, I was saying to him and listening to myself as I was giving him the wise words of my my grey hair, that the beauty of this business is it's there whenever you want to pick it up and work it. And if you work it hard, you will get results. If you take time to go away and have a break and don't do a lot of activity, your business will reflect that, but you'll still have the core basis of your business there, because we've got solid products and we've got people who are earning, maybe not a lot, but they're earning enough to keep them interested, and they're scared to let their position go, because it doesn't take a lot to ignite a business again. And in this business, you can grow very quickly with a little bit of hard work and coming to these wonderful hangouts. So I was just listening to my my wise words of wisdom and thinking, yes, there's a lesson in that for everybody, because we think we're working hard, but if we really, really want to double our input, we will get double the results. And if we're bringing in 1 or 2 a month, when we double it, well, that's 2 or 4. What is that going to do if we compound that out over a 12-month period? And Jeff, you've mentioned many times we should be double-digit recruiting for the next 15 to 16 months, and then we will have a business for life. And that's got me.
Yeah, you're dead on that, Gavin, and we know that's true, and that's not personal, but although it can start out personal if you really want to collapse time frames. You know what's funny, and I'm not going to mention this person's name, but look for a reaction because they're on here. But just look for a reaction in their face. But anyways, someone was, talking, and April had goals of just 4 or more a month. And I thought it was just great. You see anyone changing? Maybe they're not on camera. But anyways, it's so funny because just 4 people a month, by staying for the long term, will make you a multimillionaire. Isn't that fascinating? Because through that process, you'll find, 4 people that just want 4 a month, and really you only need 3 or 4 like that, and you'll build a gigantic business. And people have. So it's really fascinating. Yeah, 1 a week will do it. And it's funny, it doesn't even have to be 1 a week. It can be, consistency is much better, but it can be 12 1 month and 2 the next, and it averages out and it really builds up. But too many people are chasing those shiny objects. And, I'm always with the numbers, and I'm going to have a little fun here. I was just staring at the chart that Elliot made. Seriously, he makes me stuff. When I say he makes me stuff, because I have to present it. He's like, present this. I'm like, what are you trying to show here? And anyways, he's like, Jeff, I'm trying to explain this. And I'm like, well, can you put a picture on it? I don't like it. But anyways, I was staring at one of his charts, and it was the coolest one ever, because he was showing how it was only 200 on the Sisel International side and only 50 on the coffee side. And I was like, oh my goodness. And, I'm just going with North America here, but your Walmarts and your Targets and these local retailers where people are buying their shampoos and soap for their clothes and soap for their dishes and all this stuff for their family, they're spending way more than that. I don't even think I see anyone check out at Walmart that showed up for a can of a can of Coke, walk out for under $100, just one visit. So we're sitting here saying for the whole month for your family, $250. But here's how the numbers came out. It was scary. 620 people without passing the third level was $250,000 in residual income. Are you kidding me? I challenge anyone to watch this recording. Show me that with a real company that started with $150 million, that has a billionaire founder and products that really matter. And I mean, just show me 620 people with 200 on one side and 50 on the other and $250,000 in residual income. I mean, that's got to knock your socks off. And I'm gonna try to bring down my pulse. Bring it down. I'm excited. I mean, a few people called me after that call and they were like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, 620. You want to get to work?" And I say, put a chart on your wall. I'm serious. Start at 620. Okay, you got your first person right. 619, 618. You're marking down literally when you're financially free. And that doesn't mean that you should stop assisting others, because I believe to achieve greatness you serve others. But it is a time that you have the option to do what you want to do, the option to work what you want to work with, the days that you want to work. And it's a pretty exciting. So 620's a really, really, really cool number.
And very doable.
Very doable. By network marketing standards, it's an extremely small number, especially when you put it out for weeks, months, years. I mean, most people are going to be working well past. I mean, the government keeps raising the age. Oh, you could retire at 55, 62, 73. I don't know what it is today, because it really doesn't matter unless I'm going to do a webinar about how horrible it is, which I'm not. So here's what I say. Start sponsoring people and have the option to work, because you're gonna have to fight for your financial freedom. You are. Elliot, you got a big smile on your face. You're gonna have to come on, give me a comment. If this is too hypey for you, because those numbers are real, and you're the one who created them without even knowing it.
No, I mean, they are real, and it's funny to hear it back sometimes, because it almost does seem not real. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I put the numbers together with you, and that's what they are. But the other thing I wanted to say though was that one thing we don't talk about a lot, or stress a lot, is there's obviously all this long-term potential, building a residual business. But what's to me, what's unique about Sisel is all the upfront money that people can make at Sisel is incredible. I mean, people can literally make thousands of dollars their first month just by getting people that they know into the business. And with that, if you did it on the cafe side, you'd also pick up, if you get $15 your first or second month in Sisel Cafe, you bring in a few master packs in cafe, you've also earned a card bonus that month. So I mean, it's amazing, because we don't even really talk about that kind of stuff all that often. But when you really break down the compensation plan, it's incredible what people can do with very, very little in a short amount of time. So.
And Elliot, and they do. I just want to point that out. I don't call names out too much. Sometimes I call and ask if they can do their story. But there's a lot of people that do come in their first week. They make $1,000 right here on the Sisel Global Takeover team. It's amazing. Right here on our team. I'm not just talking about broad Sisel. I mean, we have 100,000 distributors in Japan, so that's not unusual. But I'm just right here on our team, I've watched people come in and literally in 48 hours have $450 in their back office. It's mind-blowing, because that's certainly not how I started 20 years ago. It was like, okay, I would go to the gym and I would ask someone, all the sneaky techniques. Hey, what supplements do you use? And they'd go, what supplements do you use? Well, as a matter of fact, I sell some supplements. And then I would sell them those supplements, okay, and I would get paid a month and a half later. I would forget who I even sold it to. It was just, and I was like, remember the fax? I was like faxing in the order. Oh my, it's just craziness what we have here today. But as cool as it is, still today a lot of the companies are really archaic. I mean, 99% of the health and wellness companies can't do what Sisel or National can do. Pay the next business day. They couldn't do that if they wanted to. I mean, it's just really a testament to our financial power. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something that would be here after I'm not. And I think that's what a lot of people talk about. We don't talk about, you mentioned long-term legacy. You know what I mean? That's really amazing. Leaving an inheritance for your children's children. That's powerful. And we talked about it on the call this morning, and people have till midnight to listen. That's a pretty cool call, isn't it? You know about the steps.
Yeah, the call today was great. Yeah.
Yeah, just those are pretty simple steps. If
Yeah, and if you guys don't, if people watching don't know, Monday through Saturday we're doing a team call in the morning. It's growing and growing, growing every day. So feel free to invite people on that you're talking to about the team. Because this is a team call, so they get to know us, they get to know, what we provide to everyone. So those numbers are both in our team calendar. We post them in the Facebook group every day. So get those numbers, and I feel like I should be flashing a 800 number right now or something, but
that's cool, Elliot. You should. The next time I want that number where it says your site there under your name. That would be so cool. April's been pretty quiet tonight. April, you were on the call this morning. You're on 99% of the calls. I don't know if that's the direction you want to go into, but I'll tell you, you implement what you heard on the call this morning, you're going to be a millionaire.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a great call this morning. Really, really awesome. The value that's given on the calls is it's tremendous value. It really is. I think they're growing pretty, rapidly. I like that we do a hangout where we can all get together and kind of talk for an hour too. So I think as far as like the training that we have going on, and I mean, network marketing, it's the training that's changed my life, because I never thought like with a millionaire mindset ever in my life before I was introduced to this industry. So it's almost like if people could just start plugging into the calls, and they could this stuff is free for you guys. Like, this is millionaire mindset stuff, okay? Training on how to build a business. If you just start plugging into this stuff, if you're struggling right now and you just make the commitment to just show up, I assure you that things will start to move into a direction that you want it to move in. You want financial freedom. It's going to start moving into that direction. So I think it's a tremendous value, and we don't get paid to do these calls. We do them because we want to help you succeed in your business. And that's why I love multi-level marketing, because you can help more people through multi-level marketing than any other industry in the world, and that's what this is about. For me, anyways, I really like to help people. I want people to experience what I've experienced through this industry. Things. We give people their life back. That's really, I always say it's life-giving income. It really is. It's life-giving income. So, people don't have to be tied down to a job. If you have kids and you're not seeing your kids as much, whatever it is, you need to start plugging into these calls. You need to start plugging into that, plugging into these mastermind hangouts. Stop being a bystander in your business. I think it was last week. We were talking about some really powerful stuff. Just stop, sitting on the sidelines. People sit on the sidelines and they're not really in the moment. They're not actually building a business because they're just sitting on the sidelines and they're watching. That's all they're doing. They're not actually getting involved and getting on these calls and really participating. And when you're taking a back seat, guys, you can't take a back seat and expect to make a lot of money in this industry. You have to be the driver. You have to be the person driving, the captain of your ship. You can't expect to just take the back seat and, oh yeah, the success is just going to come to me that way. It doesn't work that way. So start plugging in. I'm telling you, like 80% of success. I actually believe 90% is showing up. I don't even believe that it's 80. I believe 90% is just show up. Not just show up and and watch, but actually get on, like Mary's on and Margaret's on, and we're participating in a conversation. Because this is your chance to rub elbows with people that are actually making it happen in their business, and this stuff rubs off onto you. And that's what's going to really make an impact in your life and your family's life. That's the only way. That is the only way. In fact, when I first joined the industry, all I did was plug in. I just plugged in. In fact, I remember being a moderator of a call, and I was shaking. Like, I was invited to moderate a call. This was when I very first started. Jeff probably remembers, and I was so frantic. Like, I didn't know what to say. I mean, it was scary, but I forced myself to do it, you know. And I don't think I did very good, but I remember getting off the call and being like, Jeff, do you think I did okay? Because it was scary, but it was like, I don't know, I had been in the business for like 6 months, and I was asked to moderate a call, and I was like, sure, no problem. Why was I asked to moderate the call? Because I was on every stinking call. Because I was using the calls to build my business. Well, that's why I was asked to moderate the call. And by moderating the call, more things, more opportunities or doors started to open. And, you know, that was kind of like my first really getting my feet into, you know, public speaking, I guess you could say. It was just moderating a call. So those are the types of things that are really just little gateways, but they're gateways to lots more.
April, you're exactly right. You know, everyone comes in at a different level, and that's what people need to realize. You know, some people say, hey, Jeff, I'm scared to you know, I walk down the sidewalk, and, you know, this is advice I've given to people in the past, and I've watched people go all the way. I mean, all the way, making a few $100,000 a year, you know, and still rising. Someone who's even scared to look at someone in the eye. And when they're walking down the sidewalk, you know, and this is when we were using, you know, we had to use so-called old school techniques. They're so terrified to speak to someone. And one day I just said to them, you know, if you're going to put your head down when someone walks by and you don't want to jump up to saying hello, I said the next time someone walks by, just pick your head up. That's it. Just pick your head up. You don't even have to look at them, and just walk straight by, because that's a step in the right direction. So you're moving forward. And then I said, you know what, after you feel comfortable walking with your head up, this sounds funny, but this is an actual conversation with someone. I said the next thing you might want to do is look them in the eye. That's great. The next thing you want to do is smile. Now you're comfortable walking by someone and just smiling. And they said, Jeff, I couldn't believe it. They smiled back. I'm like, yes, they'll smile back. And then the next thing, when they got comfortable doing that, they said, you know, hello. And then anyways, finally they go, wow, it was so easy. Someone actually not only said hello back, they said, how are you? And it got into a conversation, and I don't know how it ended. I ended up talking about my business. And then it grew from there. So everyone comes in from a different perspective. But these are real stories. They're absolutely amazing. And I think the ones that are live on here are hearing someone out there that has a whole different perspective. And I want you to know, pick your head up. You know what? I remember some friend, I was walking down the street and my head was held high and I was looking around like this. And they said, oh my gosh, he's a predator. I mean, I just look for people to talk to, because I know that I can, you know, I can serve many, but you gotta be open. You know, you gotta be open.
Jeff, just thinking back to when you decided to start doing these calls, I almost was like, holy crap, we are doing a webinar almost every day in this house, guys. When he's like, I want to add on calls, I'm like, but then I was like, you know what? And I'm serious. Like, Jeff's like, I'm doing a Monday through Saturday. Then I was like, are you crazy? Okay, because we give a lot of ourselves in this business. But then, you know what? I realized winners win and losers lose. Jeff is a winner, so he's not going to just do it halfway. He's going to go all out, and he's going to freaking beat everybody, because you know what winners do? They go all the way. They don't do anything halfway. Not only that, but they go a little extra. So instead of, like, I'm thinking Jeff should just do the calls Monday through Friday, he's like, oh no, we're doing a Monday through Saturday. So he even added on a day. You know, but that's what winners do. That's what winners do, and I see a lot of people do that with their business. They do the very absolute minimum to get by, instead of going. I mean, people literally cannot believe when I tell them we do a webinar almost every day in the house. Monday through Thursday, our webinar.
April, that's the thing, is that when you hear, you know, I've talked to a lot of people about that too. They have the same response, and they're like, a weekly call? I was like, no, it's it's every single day. And so even, Monday through Friday would be incredible. What's typical is a call a week, a team conference call every week, and that's fine. That's good to have. But no, I mean, we do the hangout, we do all the sales webinars, we do 6 days a week in the morning. Yeah, it's definitely uncommon, and it's amazing.
I knew I could start this because I have a great team. And I'm just, there's Mary and Margaret Wilson and Elliot and Mike Lindsay and, April. There's so many people who assist in this, and everyone wants the secret. Well, the secret's hard work. There's really no catches, but it really is. It's just failing forward. But when it comes right down to it, people lose what this is. This is a teaching and mentoring business. So just like that person walking down the sidewalk, I have these calls because at the beginning, I'm looking for that person who's sitting on the sideline just to speak up. I just want to hear their name. I want them to say, hey, this is Larry, I'm here. And I'm like, you can't believe it. I talk to other leaders on this team, and you can't believe it. Hey, Larry's been on, because I have some things where I can see the numbers and stuff. And I'm like, wow, Larry's on, and he spoke today. And some people look at me like I'm crazy, but after 20 years of doing this, it goes from speaking to talking, and it goes to presenting. And I will tell you, they say that people would rather die than public speak. I don't know if that's true or just a saying, but I will tell you this. Once you start teaching and mentoring and get a little feel of how good it feels, and the reason it feels so good is because you're giving, you're serving. Here's what happens in reality. I'll tell you behind the scenes. I'm telling you behind the scenes, it's funny. How come Elliot gets to speak and I don't get to speak? You know what I mean? I've been here longer than Elliot, and this is a person who only spoke for like...
That sounds like April.
Me.
Are they talking about...
I'm like, Elliot, please take over, Elliot.
Do you guys get the point? It goes from being scared to speak to fighting to speak. It's such a thrilling, and this teaching and mentoring just leads to become the leader you seek. I told Elliot that one of the best things is people call me up and they go, hey, Jeff, you're doing it wrong. I don't like the way you do that. I'm going to do it my own way, and they break off and they start building their own school organization. I am, that is me and the other people. Yes! Another leader, another eagle. They're so hard to find. It's just awesome. And, we get together to build things. But, man, I am looking for those eagles, or people who want to rise up, We'll get you we'll get you Whiting in, we'll get you Spectrum Max, we'll Spectrum Swing. True.
Yeah, I would say when in doubt, just ask yourself, what would a top earner do? Because I don't see one top earner doing anything halfway. I don't see one top earner creating an auto purchase of 20 PP or something. They don't do that. That's not how top earners act. Top earners are here to win it. That's why, like Jeffrey, when he was doing the calls, and he's like, no, Monday through Saturday. That's because he's a top earner. He thinks like a top earner. He's like, I'm not going to just do it halfway. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to make sure that it's Monday through Saturday, and I'm going to make sure that I provide the most value possible to our team to really equip them to be able to grow their business. And that's how top earners think. Top earners don't think I'm going to sit on the sidelines and watch everybody else build their business. They think, I need to get in, I need to get on the call, and I need to be a speaker on the call. Elliot's like, I want to speak on the call. Margaret, everybody that gets on the call, they're like, I want to speak on the call. They're speaking up. Why? Because they're acting like top earners, because they are top earners, because they decided to be. Right. What would a top earner do? Always ask yourself that if you're ever thinking.
Speaking of speaking, can I speak?
Speak.
Heck yeah, Margaret Audio. Yes.
Hey, here's an insight as far as, people that get into this business and they're scared to step up or they're scared to take action. I have a story for y'all. I was listening to Danny Johnson. This was actually about a month and a half ago. Subscribed to her podcast. I wish I had it because I'd actually play some of it for you guys. There was a 12-year-old Girl Scout, okay? and she has sold the most Girl Scout cookies in history in 8 weeks. Guess how much money she generated in 8 weeks from Girl Scout cookies? I want someone just to throw out a number.
500,000.
Yeah, not quite that much, but $75,000
Wow.
in 8 weeks. And Danny interviewed her, and she says, "How did you do it?" And she said, "I literally talked to and asked every person that I met when I was, out and about, no matter where she was. She talked to everybody. And the biggest takeaway was when someone said no, she said, that's fine. She didn't take it personal. Next." And I mean, it was like an hour and a half call. And so many people don't get that. They get stuck on the person that says no, or the person that's dragging their feet, with joining the business. Get over it, get on it, and go on to your next person. And that's what I had to realize. And once I realized that, even in these past couple of months, I've started to see some things change in my business where I've been holding on to people that I was hoping to join or whatever. I just sent them a last email, and I said, "It's on your plate. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm on to the next person." And I think if people start to do that, no matter what business they're in, they're going to see a huge difference. A 12-year-old, $75,000 in 8 weeks, you guys. I mean, that's just incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah,
That's because they have no fear.
No fear, exactly.
Even as my son, he has no fear. He'll ask anybody. He will say, "Hey, you want some coffee?" He might not do it good, but he is not at all afraid. Like, he's just like,
He's
"You
taking
really
action.
need some of this coffee. You need to lose weight."
He does.
I'm not kidding you. He doesn't have any fear because he's just too young to have, he hasn't been rejected in life. So I think that comes from being rejected. I think people feel maybe at some point in time in their life they feel like they've been rejected, or maybe they didn't get the job they wanted, or some kind of rejection. They have some type of fear of rejection because they are traumatized by it or something.
Well, April, it's the non-fear, factor. I can remember, I'm sure the statute of limitations have passed now. Just kidding, but we wanted some money, so a bunch of my friends got together. I don't know, we're between the ages of 5 and 10, but you're at an age where there's no fear. And we didn't have any, Boy Scout or, Girl Scout cookies to sell and all this type of thing. So we just went and knocked on the doors, and we just said, "Hey, we're starting a club, and we're looking for donations." And people would ask, a lot of people wouldn't even ask anything. They'd just give you $1 or $2. And on the spot, they would say, "Well, what's the name of your club?" And I said, "The name of our club is the Fun Club." They said, "Fun Club?" I said, "Yeah, F-U-N, fun." And they, "Well, what's the money for?" I said, "Well, when we collect enough money, we're going to go down to the store, and we're going to buy some candy, and we're going to sit in a circle, eat it, and have some fun." And
That's called advertising.
Flat out telling the truth. We're fearless, and people were giving us as much. And we're going back a lot of years here. When you go back 3 decades and someone gives you a $5 bill, that's a lot of Hershey bars. And we had fun. And anyways, like, we wanted to get the checks up. The next week we tried it. We said, we're saving for a projector. I don't even know what we were going to project. I don't even know what a projector would cost. But for the Fun Club, we needed a projector. But I'm just talking about the fearless attitude. We did that.
Gosh, my sister did something really similar to that. She was taking everybody's coupons out of their mailboxes with her friend and decided to go door to door to sell the coupons back to them.
Oh my!
Somebody called the police, and the police showed up at our door and was like, my mom's like, what the heck?
Well, it blew it on us. We blew it on us. And we said,
creativity.
Yeah, it's creative, April. Where we finally got in trouble is when we put our little board of 8-year-olds together, and we said, "Okay, let's raise money. What could we do to raise money?" I know. We'll put on a magic show. So now we're knocking door to door, and we're selling, like dollar tickets to a magic show. So anyways, with the products we serve people with today, it's come like really, really far. As our parents stop us and say, "You're selling tickets to a magic show for $1, and you don't even know any magic." Well, we were going to learn that before the show, of course.
That's
But
what
here-
entrepreneurs do. They learn to fly on their way down.
That's right, and here we have it.
Top
We
of it.
have.
Yeah, think about that though. They start at the top, and then they learn how to fly on their way down. I love that.
Yeah.
Where do you start? You start at the top. That means with everything you do, you start at the top and you figure out how to fly on your way down. That's what every successful entrepreneur does.
You'll hit the ground, you get back up. But, it's all in place for us now, isn't it? And I want Elliot to expand on this and whoever else likes. It's all in place for us. We have the manufacturing. We have the money. We have new products coming out all the time. And we know the products that are on the back burner. There's nothing like this. The compensation's in place. Dual car programs. I can't even think of another company. I don't even think one exists. I mean, most families today are two-car families. Shouldn't you have a dual luxury car bonus? And that's exactly what we have. You could collect two $750 car bonuses. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. And all your problems can't go away with money. Like money's a tool. Elliot mentioned this at the beginning. It's a tool to get things that you want and desire. But well over 90% of your challenges can go away, with money. That's for sure. There's others that of course they can't. But money can make a lot of the challenges go away, and it can stop some hurtful things. And I don't know exactly how to word this, and it might be horrible, but I would rather be I'm not even going to say it. I've not had money, and I've had money, and we'll sum it up. Having money's better. How about that? That pretty much sum it up. So has anyone not had money and then had some money? And do you want to tell me, was it worse to have the money in your pocket? Anybody? Come on.
Elliot, I think you're.
Yeah, your mic. He corrects me, but we need his mic. I think he means talk.
He just wants to talk to himself.
No. You're still muted, Elliot. On purpose, he's muted. Okay.
All right, we'll quit bugging him.
I did this to him.
Oh.
I screwed it all up.
Yeah, I'll switch to a different mic. I don't know.
You're on. April, you don't have to be so competitive, doggone it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My mic wasn't working. I switched to a different one.
All right, it's on now.
Now I don't know what we were talking about.
This is awesome. This is awesome. There are some gold nuggets in here.
Oh yeah, I was saying I did a survey, and 100% of people said they prefer money over no money.
Right. You did one of my type of surveys.
Yeah, I did one of your surveys.
I love that. We did a study, and people prefer, not having aluminum dioxide in their coffee. So, the Sisel decided in Sisel Cafe not to add aluminum.
You know what's funny? I was reading about fluoride today, and there's so many stories out there that come across news feeds and stuff like that, and I always find them very interesting because the United States, there's 5% of people in the world that are fed coffee or fed fluoride in their water, and half of that 5% is the United States, and fluoride causes the body to absorb aluminum. Aluminum goes straight to your brain, and guess what they happen to find in most Alzheimer's patients' brains is a high level of aluminum.
Yeah, it's really that is really scary. I was reading something. I'm not just saying I was reading. You got to do your own research, but I forgot the name of it. They said the oldest medical journal in existence today just said that fluoride is now a neurotoxin. But I will tell you, I knew it was trouble. So we're going back a lot of years here. We're going back about 10 years. But I'm asking my dentist who I know and love and trust. He's awesome, right? And I'm like, I asked him 2 questions. One, I had the old, mercury fillings, right? So I said, hey, take these out of my head. And he said, well, I can take them out of your head, but I can't agree or disagree because of the government. I could lose my license if I said it was bad. And I said, hey, I got it. I'll sign whatever you want. Get the metal and the mercury out of my head. But I knew right then when he's not allowed to speak on the subject. And then I asked him the same thing about fluoride. It kind of went like this. Hey, Jeff, it's time for your yearly fluoride treatment. And I asked him the same question. He's like, I'm not allowed to say whether it's good or bad. And I said, listen, I don't want you to be shortchanged or anything. Could I pay you not to put fluoride on my teeth? That's what I did every time. And after a couple of years, hey, here comes Jeff. It would be like the joke, no fluoride. And anyways, nothing really happened. They're like, wow, you don't even have, you don't have cavities. You barely have any plaque buildup. You don't have anything. And this is like 15 years, this is before Sisel of not using fluoride. So I'm not saying it's not a benefit. I'm saying it sure hasn't hurt, So anyways, I'm all for no fluoride. Fluoride, no fluoride, no fluoride. No fluoride for Jeff.
In other words, what we're saying is fluoride equals Alzheimer's.
All right. I don't know. I don't know what we're saying, but, I'm just against consuming fluoride. I heard that it's not good and accumulates in the body and may be linked to cancer. And somehow it's in our drinking water, and somehow splashing that on my teeth is supposed to stop me from getting cavities. They also want to remove...
What's terrible, though, is that, without putting like a whole home filter, and the ones that remove fluoride are just like crazy expensive. You're absorbing that every day in the shower. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're turning our showers into gas chambers. I remember too the same dentist saying, "Hey, it's about that time to remove those molars, right?" And I'm like, "Huh? They're not causing me any problem." And he goes, "Well, Jeff, I think it's just the money. I don't know." He goes, "They're going to cause you some problems someday." And I'm like, "We'll see." And he goes, "Jeff, why do you really want to keep them?" I'm like, "Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, God gave them to me. Number two, I don't know jaw structure. Don't we have them for a reason? I don't get it." But anyways, I kept them for now because they seem to work really good when you're eating all these healthy foods. And oh my goodness, no fluoride. Do what you want. I'm not responsible.
See, Jeff, there's another marker for evolution. We used to need our wisdom teeth, but now we don't because we've evolved.
Right. I can see him at the board. Which dentist? How can we make more money? All right. Okay, let's put more sugar in the candy. No, I don't know. How can we make more money? Hey, they don't really need those back teeth. Why don't we just start removing them on everyone? They hurt a little bit when they come in from time to time. Why don't we associate that pain with, hey, we can stop the pain forever. You never have to deal with that again. I don't know why they remove them. I'm just keeping mine for now. I'll let you know if they cause any problems. All right, back to Sisel. Just having a little fun, really. And we are at the top of the hour. Should we end with fluoride and molars and aluminum?
I think we were going to talk about products.
All right.
The new product, the skincare that's coming out, which I don't know that much about it, but I do know what Tom posted on his Facebook.
Oh yeah, let's hear about that. I'm going to mute here.
Well, the product's name is Transfusium, and this is going to be like an all-around. For anything that you pretty much have problems with, sagging skin, turkey neck, lip lines, eye bags, discoloration on your face. I'm assuming that probably if you have any wrinkles, those will be gone. Basically, with this new product, here's what I like about the new product that's coming out, this Transfusium that's going to be, it's skincare. Everybody wants to look more youthful. Tom is going to back it with a guarantee. It's going to be a 30-day money-back guarantee that if you That's you. Like if you don't feel 5 to 10 years come off your face in 30 days, not like if Sisel, like you have to take a before and after picture, but it's how you feel about it, then they'll refund all of your money on this product. So that's what I really like about it. That means that they're standing by with their product and they're serious when they say that it does everything it says it does. So I'm pretty excited about it. I can't wait to try it. I know I have some freckles and things like that that are on my face. And yes, I'm 33, but I will be using this product. I want to stay looking 33, guys. So yeah, I'm excited about it. It's not just for women either.
No, I know it's not, but I know it's more of a that's the target audience.
No, it's not, because men want to. There's a lot of, what do they call them, Jeffrey? Retrosexuals? Jeffrey?
Hey, I don't want to talk about this.
Jeffrey really likes to keep himself looking good, you know? I know there's a lot of men that are really into that.
Everyone
I disagree. What I'm saying is a lot of men use women face products, but what I'm saying is that they're typically targeted towards women.
They don't talk about it.
We're not going to win with April here. I agree with April.
I've never seen a man in a face cream commercial.
Right. It is targeted toward women. Yes, I'm going to use the product. I think it's benefit.
Well, he's got a baby face, so he's not going to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He wants to
I'm
keep.
getting some forehand lines. I'm getting some forehand lines. I've started to notice them more lately. I will be using it for that.
I think it's going to be amazing. You know, we have all these fantastic products, and as people start, I mean, what Tom is, you know, I've heard him many times. He said 14 days. If you're 40 or over, in 14 days, if you feel 5 years came off it, he goes, you wanted to go to 30. You might have read something different because there's updates, but if 30 days, 8 years. So in 14 to 30 days, 5 to 8 years gone.
He's saying 5 to 10 on here.
That's awesome, April. That's even better. You know, because Tom reformulates, and I'm sure they've been testing more, and it's going to be incredible. There's no question. I'm going to take before and after pictures. I mean, that's impressive.
It says Sisel will guarantee if you are over 40 years old and use Transfusium for 30 days, if you have taken a before photo to compare with, and you do not think that is you do not think you look 5 to 10 years younger, Sisel will give you your money back.
That's $1 billion product right there. Is there a price on that yet, April?
No, but I'm guessing that it's probably going to be in the $50 range.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he did mention that when he started talking about it on the call, that it was. I think he brought up 50.
Yeah.
You know, that's amazing. You know, I want to point out some other things, and even if someone's listening from another company, other companies, my opinion, they play so many games with points. They'll say in their coffee company, for example, they'll say, yeah, you only need 50 points. And I'll get to the point in a second, but 50 points is near $100. And then they tell you they're paying you 20% on the 50 points. Well, like our weight loss support coffee, 50 points is $50. So if you share $100 worth, you're going to get paid an actual $45, not this game playing with the points that most companies do. Here, I looked at the point on the new I'll call it the new fat pill. It's just amazing, But anyways, it's $56 and it's 56 points. So the PV, the personal volume, the bonus volume, it's all 56. I love it. I love it that it's extraordinary when Tom, when Sisel International does that. I mean, it is the most fair compensation plan I've ever seen ever in companies I've been with and not been with. It's really mind blowing. But it's nice if you're trying to make Tom Maurer rich, you're too late. So as he says, this is all in place for you. It's your time now. It's time for you to build now. Everything is in place for you. It's really exciting. Margaret, you back? Cool.
Yeah, it's not a good thing when your computer says system thread failed, computer shutting down.
We've all gotten those messages, so no worries.
I was like, whoa, what the heck?
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about these products. I'm really excited about the compensation plan. I love this daily pay. I love getting paid daily. I think this is an opportunity that people need to run with. Like, I'm getting even people like that I've known for years are all of a sudden messaging me and saying, I see Sisel's getting really hot. I mean, guys, this is like, people are going to hear about Sisel. This is the time. Like, we're still in the little infancy part of it, but it's like going fast, and it's going to explode. You guys are seeing it right now. It's exploding right now. And the more and more we're going to hear that somebody joined Sisel, I do not want to hear that they're on somebody else's team. I want to hear that they're on this team. So we need to get out there, be a force that can be reckoned with, and get out there and share Sisel like never before, because people are going to hear about it. And we're going to be like really, really sad if they're not on our team. So we just need to get out there and make sure we're sharing Sisel and sharing the good news and the good wealth that we have to offer here.
You know, April, you're exactly right. Mike, Elliot, you know, Margaret, you got to build a big net. You know, when Sisel launched the United States, they had about 11 products. You know, I want to point those out for people listening to this recording, watch this. You know, today there's about 200 more coming out all the time. I mean, this is a gigantic company. It's actually has so many network marketing records. It's just absolutely crazy, and it's just getting going. So if you are in North America, for example, even though we've been in business approximately 9 years, we've only been in North America for about 3 years. It's amazing because, you know, we're not one of the Goliaths that's been around forever where the fortunes have already been made. We're not a pre-launch or a startup where your chances are little to nil to even being in business, meaning north of 98% go out of business in 5 years. We're right here in the middle where you have all the growth ahead of you, and you're just going to build this with all the financial strength, all the leadership backing you. I mean, this is really, you know, the place to be. So you got to be careful too. When someone says they've already heard of Sisel and they were there for 2 or 3 years ago, you got to realize they heard about it when it had 11 products and was just, you know, getting going. Now, you know, now it's on fire. So remind them, you know, that there's 20 times the products and so on. And you know,
the compensation plan is like way better.
April, not only that, think about this. 5 years ago, before we were even North America, the Obtainer, the largest network marketing magazine in the world, rated, you know, Sisel, the #1 home-based business in the world. Before we had over 100,000 plus in bonuses, before we had all these new products, before we had daily pay, and before we even had this sister company, Sisel Cafe, before we had dual luxury auto bonuses. I mean, this is off the charts. There is nothing like it. We're just getting going. So, whoa.
A lot to be excited about. Gavin, thank you for getting Jeffrey and I into Sisel.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got you.
You got me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, sorry, my internet froze, so I chucked it off and reloaded it, and it's all good again. I was just thinking, Jeffrey, in April when we met on that cruise, and I was feeding you birthday cake, Jeff, and I was trying to find that photo, and yes, you are definitely looking leaner and leaner, fitter and healthier. But if you can recall, and we Jeff and April and myself and Jay, our mutual upline, we were all in a different company at that point, and it was a small company. It had a horrid comp plan, and it was really a one-product company. But one of the top earners in that business, in fact, there were 5 top earners in that business. The common denominator was that they'd all been involved since the business started, and they'd been involved for 15 years. And one of them was making a heck of a lot of money, but he actually wasn't. That was the nicest way of putting it. I think if he was starting again from scratch, he would be struggling to build a business that size. But he did, because he was there and he stayed and he was committed. And we've suggested that he come across and make some real money. It's just too hard for him because he's got this massive debt below him, and he can't turn the money off if he tried. And that's where we're in this wonderful position of being at the beginning with a company that's not a startup company. That he's been there, done that. Tom knows how to make money. He doesn't need it, so he's given it all to us, in essence. And wow, in 15 years' time, just think about it.
Oh, yeah. I've said this before, Gavin. I believe. Well, first of all, I'm really thankful that you showed April and I this business. But boy,
Took you long enough.
Yeah, Gavin. There'll be books written about. There'll be books written about Sisel. There'll be books written about Sisel. There'll be books written about Gavin. There'll be books written about April and Margaret and Mike Lindsay and Elliot. Because these are the people that will make, network marketing, they'll set network marketing records, and I'm talking about the number of people they served, the number of people that they helped, because these products are, we talk about this a lot, but they're not just better products. It's not just another Me Too product. I mean, off the top of my head, 4 of them have ingredients that earned the Nobel Prize in 2009 for medicine. These are vastly superior products, and they are, because we made them to be that way. We have our own debt-free manufacturing facility. We made the products to be that way. It's not an accident. It's absolutely positively on purpose. We're changing lives from health and wealth. Hippocrates said 2,500 years ago that really your wealth is your health, but here you can have the combined. You can have the best things in life that are free, good friends like Gavin and Mike Lindsay and Margaret and April and all these things, but you can have the second best things in life too that they can cost a lot of money, like your dream house and in Margaret's case, some dream horses, dream cars, dream vacations, lifestyle, you could have the second best things in life, and they cost a little bit of money, and it's nice. And I said it somewhere in this call. I've not had money, and I've had money, and without getting into the details, having money's better. And Elliot did a study, and he said 100% of the people in the study said that having money's better, and I believe him that he did that study and that it's good. Okay, we're going to wrap this up top of the hour, but I want to give anybody the opportunity to help close this out.
It's good to
Going
go.
to be here in 12 months' time.
Yeah.
Gavin, I love that you always say that. No chasing shiny objects. The story where we're on that cruise, it's exactly right. What is the common denominator? They stayed. They served, they led, and all we have to do the same. And when I don't want to say how many times more huge our compensation plan is, but it is at the tip top. And I believe it's the highest in network marketing history. And a lot of companies say that. And for those watching this, they want to know why I say that. It's mathematics. It's not a subjective. It's not a feeling. It's not because I feel good about being here. All those things are true, but what makes it the highest in network marketing history is actual mathematics. That's what does it, and we're just able to do that because of the leadership. The leadership is so financially powerful. Yeah, those are some crazy numbers.
Those are the fast start bonuses, and what's significant about that, which shows where Tom's headspace is at, is that yes, you get paid very well if you hit the bonus within that 2-month, 4-month, 6-month, 12-month, 18-month time frame, whatever it is. But if you don't hit the bonus, you still get paid. You get half, and that's incredibly generous. It means sooner or later you will get a bonus. It's not as much as you would have done if you'd put the effort in and got it within that time frame, but you still get a bonus. I'd challenge you to find other companies. Jeff, we know, April, we know companies where people have strived to get that big 24-month bonus, and they've come so close, but they were never going to get it anyway, and it was a huge amount of money and horrid. Whereas at least with this, if going 5-star brilliant, if you miss it by a month, it's unfortunate, but you're still going to get a bonus, and a healthy one at that. It's
a huge bonus, and you're dead on. And we watched the number 4. I mean, he was breaking all kinds of records within that company. What was number 4, the fastest person to climb to diamond ranks, and still missed it. And I thought, wow, this is the number 4th guy ever, and he's missed it. Where does that leave the rest of us? And Gavin, you and I, like on that trip, we were in the top 20. Even higher than that. I'm just going, and where did that leave us? And then I started feeling about it, and I knew that that wasn't the place to be. So it's just amazing. And they put a carrot out there, and you can never reach it. And here at Sisel International, there's no time limit, and people can collect over $50,000 with no time limit. And if you do serve others, you're going to reach it. You're going to collect these life-changing bonuses. It's really a blessing. April, you want to close us out?
Yeah. So, guys, what I would encourage everyone to do is to go get the new product, of course. That's going to be, if you have some weight to lose, this is the product that you can really take it. Like Jeff was saying to take it with dinner, right? Maybe you could real quick.
No, I don't know about that. I would take it,
in the morning.
Every meal?
Yeah, I would take it in the morning. Yeah, don't take that with your dinner. You'll have a problem.
Oh, well, for the new product? I thought I heard you say take 3 at a time or something with food.
I was just joking around with Elliot. Yeah,
You're so bad. You shouldn't do that to me because then I believe you and I could end up sick.
No, I will not let that happen to you. But I will tell you, it has.
Well, tell other people. See?
No, we're not there. It has it comes with instructions. Okay.
Well, I ordered mine, so it will be here hopefully really soon because I can't wait to get it and try it. I have some extra pounds that I need to lose, so I can't wait to get on it. So I encourage everybody to go do that. And then I would encourage people to really go out and share the new product. Post it on your Facebook. Post it on send an email. If you've been working on somebody, let's say you've been working on somebody you haven't talked to them in a while, reach out to them and say, hey, just want to let you know, update you on what's going on with Sisel International because Sisel just came up with a brand new product, and I'm telling you this product is amazing, and I just want to care about you, and I wanted you to know that it just came out or whatever, however the conversation went. You could even just start a conversation with them. But reach out to those people that you haven't talked to in a while and share with them what the exciting news that's going on with the compensation plan and everything else. And then tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and that would be 7 Pacific Standard Time, invite and use, tell you the presentations, the webinar. We have tomorrow night a presentation, and Jeffrey's going to be sharing all about Sisel and Sisel Cafe and really how, 5 key principles. He really goes over business principles on how to grow a successful business and why Sisel is the business that people should be using as the vehicle for their success. So make sure you're inviting to those webinars because those webinars are money. That's my favorite word is money. So use those webinars to make lots of it. And then tomorrow night, tomorrow morning, at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. sorry, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have our Sisel morning wake-up call, and you'll want to make sure that you're on that call because Good Morning Sisel call is amazing, and tomorrow is Testimonial Tuesday, so you want to be on for that. And just make sure you're plugging in to everything, guys. I'm telling you, this business isn't that hard. It's easy to start showing up and start inviting people to show up with you. It's really easy to say, hey, Sue, I'm jumping on this wake-up call. It's the Good Morning Sisel call. You should jump on too. Here's the number to dial in. Easy as that. You could send a text message. Get people on there because every time you expose more people to our team and to Sisel, the more times that they're being exposed to that, the more time after going to join you in business. So make sure you're getting out there and sharing this amazing opportunity. Have a long-term vision for your future. I love, when Gavin always says, plan on being here in 12 months' time. I think a lot of times what people, they end up, they don't stay excited after the mood has passed. And I don't want that for you guys. The thing is, this is Sisel. I have actually had a really hard time not being excited with Sisel, but I noticed that sometimes it's easy for people to fall into that trap. Come here with a plan to be here the next 12 months, the next 15 years. This business is an opportunity that's here to reward you for a lifetime. With that, guys, thank you so much for attending tonight. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Gavin, Jeffrey, Gavin for opening the call. Jeffrey Kistner for all you do.
Shout out the websites. Can I shout out the website for tomorrow?
Yeah.
And you know what? The great about it is it's the same every time. It's to register, so you can always see the next 2 or 3. But it's really simple. It's Sisel, which is SISEL International, all spelled out rock. So it's SiselInternationalRocks.com. Drop that down the box. Pick the webinar you want to join on. Tomorrow's brand new because exciting new products and a lot of new information. And then the call number, I'm going to look over here. Area code 712. Margaret, you should recognize that. And then anyway, 775-7035. And then the pin is 491-559 #. So 712-775-7035, and the pin is 491-559 #. So anyways, I just wanted to get out there.
On the calendar too, and in our Facebook groups, we're always posting it on there. And the main thing is to get out there and invite. That's the lifeline of your business right now is inviting. So if you're not doing that, then that's why you're not making money. If you're inviting, you're making money. You might not make immediate money, but you're making money. So you're planting seeds right now, that sowing seeds that are going to produce money for you later on. So thank you so much, guys. Thanks, Margaret, and thank you, Michael and Elliot, for coming on tonight. You guys all rock, and we will see you tomorrow morning on the Good Morning Sizzle call. Bye.